Hey guys, JD here. I'm making this short video because I want to talk about the travel advisories the U.S. Department issued in Mexico. Cruising is what I do a lot of, and I have 10 clients going on cruises in the next month. And some of them have already called me with their concerns, rightfully so. However, I wanted to try to ease everybody's mind, especially if you have a cruise even months down the road. I got one myself in just over 3 weeks, and I am not concerned at all. And I'm going to show you why. Okay, the majority of the cruises out of Galveston, which is where all of my clients are going out of, other than one or two, they're going out of Florida. They're going over to the Eastern Caribbean, not a problem over there. But before we talk about Mexico, let me show you about the travel advisories in other countries. You see this? Lots of reds, lots of yellows. This is pretty much a usual occurrence, okay? This is pretty much almost always constant. And yes, there are some issues in Mexico right now, but we're going to cover that in just a second. But there's always issues going on somewhere in another country, okay? It's just getting a lot of attention because it's Mexico, it's close to the U.S. A lot of people cruise out of the U.S. going to Mexico, out of California, Florida, Texas. So let me just ease your mind, and we're going to go, I'm going to explain to you why, okay? So the four, we'll say 5 major cruise ports in Mexico and Honduras out of Galveston are going to be Progreso, Cozumel, Costa Maya, Belize, and Roatan. Let's zoom in on all of those. We'll take a second. We'll zoom in on all of those, and I will show you why you're safe, okay? Now, almost always, these are always going to be a level 1, okay? Or a level 1 with a stripe through it. Almost always. Almost always. Because you never know what's going to go on in a strange country. It's just always just saying level 1 plus. Always be mindful, okay? Especially, and level 2, okay? The ones you want to be concerned about are orange or higher, okay? Let's go over that. So right here, this is Yucatan. I'm pretty sure Progreso is right around in here. If not, we could Google map it just to make sure, so I'm not telling you guys anything wrong, okay? Actually, Progreso is right there by Meridia. All right, Meridia is about where this dot is. So Progreso is going to be right here. Level 1, normal precautions, no worries. You're good to go. That's one of our 2 cruise ports on our 5-day cruise next month. The other one is Cozumel. Speaking of Cozumel, let's hop over to Cozumel real quick. Hold on, let's pause. First, I meant to show you where all this trouble is happening in Mexico. You see all this red way over here on the other side of the Gulf? Right here, 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 here. This is all on the western part of Mexico. Central and western part. And even up here into near California, Texas border, all the U.S. border right in here. Rio Grande, all that. Okay. Do you see any red anywhere right here? Hold on. Right there. I can't, the green screen's cut me off. But you see it right here. I'm going to circle my mouse right here. Right here. There's no red. There is some orange. We'll cover that. Okay, but let's continue. All the bad stuff is happening over here. Let's go to Cozumel. Progreso is part of the mainland. However, it is right on the coast. It's right here. It's nowhere even near. Nowhere near anything over here where anything's happening. So calm mind, okay? Let's go to Cozumel. Excuse me. I love my afternoon coffee after a good afternoon nap, and I've been dealing with sinus issues. I had to go to the ER last night. I was in excruciating pain in my ear, but we're good today. We're good today. Been on pain meds, steroids, we're good. Anyway, this is Cozumel right here. This island, this is Cozumel, okay? It's completely separate from the mainland, and it's about the farthest you can be in Mexico away from all this stuff that's happening, are these 2 major cruise ports. Okay, so Cozumel is an island. Now you should always be cautious of any foreign country you go to, because there's always a chance something's going to happen. That's another reason why I always highly, 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 highly recommend only purchasing shore excursions through the cruise line that you are going to. Do not purchase third-party cruise excursions because you don't know anything about them. They haven't been vetted. They haven't been security vetted. Nothing. Those are the ones that always concern me. Not to mention, if you book a third-party cruise and your excursion and you're running late, the cruise ship doesn't wait for you. Bye-bye, Felicia. They're going to leave you. Okay? If you purchase a excursion through the cruise line and there's an issue, flat tire, whatever, on the way back, if you're running late, it doesn't matter if it's 4 hours late, 10 hours late, they will wait for you because you bought that through the cruise line. So keep that in mind for the future. Plus, they're all been vetted. They're all safe. Okay. So we can see here is Progreso, which is fine. Cozumel is fine. Now we're going to go down to Costa Maya. Let's see if we can find it on the map. I know where Belize is. So Belize is right here, okay? Costa Maya is not far from Belize. Costa Maya is right there. And then Belize is right there. Okay, so we'll just match these maps up so you don't think I'm lying. Okay. Belize right here. Costa Maya is right up here. So, as you can see, they're level 2, just like Cozumel. Okay, Belize does say contains areas with a high security risk. Last time I looked at this map was like a year ago. It said the same thing. If you're blue or yellow, I consider that normal. I don't consider that be scared. Don't worry, as long as you're doing cruise line sponsored excursions. Okay. Now, for a quick pause on this before we continue with the map, these cruise lines, Carnival, Royal, Norwegian, Princess, all of them, Disney, if they even think there's the slightest risk of any serious danger to their cruise passengers, they won't stop. Okay, they will not stop at the cruise port. They will go on to another port. They'll get an extra day at sea. Okay, and if you had stuff planned at that port through them, they'll refund those. They may even give you some onboard credit for the fact that you're not going to get a stop at a port that you wanted to stop at. But as of right now, for the most part, they're not being canceled because all of this stuff is relatively safe. Safer than all of this, for sure. Let's move on. So we've covered those 4. The other one, which is one of my favorite stops, is Roatan. All right, it's down here in the orange where it says contains area with higher security risk. This is usually a level 2 with the stripe, if I remember correctly, because I always check these just to check them. And I will show you where Roatan is. But you also have to keep in mind that Roatan is also an island right here. It is this middle island right here off of the coast of Honduras. It's this island right here. And the cruise port is right there, I believe. There's 2 of them. There's one on the bottom, there's one on the south side, sorry, and there's one on the north. Okay? Carnival and Princess usually park at the south, and the other cruise lines park at the north one. So you can see, yes, it is orange. Okay, it is an orange stripe, which does say contains areas with higher security risk, but look how big this is. It covers a big part of Honduras, Guatemala. Okay, so this is usually, I think, a regular orange, maybe a 2 with a stripe. So I would not even be concerned about this because, again, you are on an island and you are 10, let's say it's 10 miles, 10, 20, you're like 50 miles from the mainland. Okay, there's no drug cartels that are causing issues over here in all this red. You're going to say, hey, let's go all the way over here, that several hundred, maybe 1,000 plus miles to the cruise ports and hop over to these islands and cause problems. Okay, they're not going to do that. All right, I'm already being told by some sources that things are starting to calm down a little bit anyway. So whatever you do, please do me a favor and do your own research. Don't listen to TikTokers or YouTubers that are trying to get a rise, trying to get clicks saying, danger Mexico, danger Mexico. They're just looking for views and clicks, okay? People like stuff like that. It's like when weathermen get all crazy over a basic thunderstorm, they know they're going to get clicks, right? This is the same thing. Your YouTubers and your TikTokers and on Facebook, Instagram, all social media, your travel agents, they're all making people freak out because they want them to get regular views for their updates, and they know they'll get the clicks and the views. So don't fall into the social media trap. I'm not here to make money on YouTube or Netflix or not Netflix, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, whatever. I'm just here to provide true and accurate information and to calm your mind. If I was sitting here saying this is legit, don't go, then you know it's probably worried. Okay, we're not going to have flashy thumbnails saying Mexico in danger, all red, travel advisory, all red, Mexico. I'm not into the whole clickbait junk BS, whatever you want to call it. It's so aggravating. Look, I'm going to be honest 100%. Okay, I have like 5 videos on my YouTube. I have 6 or 7 on my TikTok, and that's it. I'm not going to sit here and try to BS people just to get clicks and views, because that's what I'm here for. I make my money through my main job, and I make side money through a travel agent gig. Okay, I'm not sitting here to do it. I'm just trying to be honest with you guys. So I really hope this eased your mind. If there's any questions, I'll be posting this on YouTube, and I'll also be posting this on Facebook. I think it's too long for TikTok. I may do a quick short on TikTok. I don't know. I'm not a TikTok fan. But if you have any questions at all, my number is on my Facebook page. If you're watching this on Facebook, you already follow me. Thank you very much. But any questions or concerns, feel free to give me a text or even a phone call, and I will talk you out of it and or talk you down and just let you or reassure you that everything is fine. Now, if there is any changes to this and it gets more red, more to the west, I'm sorry, my directions are messed up. I'm blaming my ear. Directions farther to the east, I will make another update. But if you don't see any more update videos from me, then that means everything is same or better than what I just posted. Thank you guys for your time. Thank you for sticking it out with me, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day.